Let's talk about it. Early morning, we're at the airport, and I was reading Eddie Reynoso, Frank Sanchez, now saying that Canelo Alvarez is essentially a superhero. And Canelo Alvarez, he can hurt and beat Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Machiavelli Mafia, my brother, what's going on? Now, Canelo Alvarez has turned into a superhero. Now, he has the power, he has the skills to hurt Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. He's turned into a superhero on us overnight. And that's all. Let's see if they actually send out the notifications. Canelo Alvarez is a good fighter. Canelo Alvarez has respectable power. Christian Rob, what's going on, nephew? He has respectable power. When Canelo Alvarez stepped up in competition, when Canelo Alvarez fought the likes of Triple G, or when Canelo Alvarez fought Danny Jacobs, or when Canelo Alvarez fought, when he fought the likes of those types of fighters, he didn't knock out anybody. He didn't stop those dudes. They're a level above Caleb Smith, Caleb Plant, and Billy Joe Saunders. 10-8 rounds winning. They're a level above of those fighters, and he wasn't able to stop those fighters. And it goes to show. So how is he going to stop Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury? Deontay Wilder is a bigger puncher than Canelo Alvarez. Deontay Wilder has more knockouts than his knockout percentage is higher than anybody in the history of sport of boxing. He fought Tyson Fury 3 times. Now he dropped him twice in the first fight, twice in the second fight, total of 4 times, right? So Deontay Wilder, it's safe to say he's a big, powerful puncher. He couldn't knock out Tyson Fury. You mean to tell me 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach, Canelo Alvarez is going to knock out Tyson Fury? What are we talking about? Ramonique Marty, D. Rich Richardson, my brother, G. Cole, what's going on? They have turned Canelo Alvarez into a superhero overnight. GJ Senji, what's going on? And it's not even realistic. Reality pop star, my brother, what's going on? Yeah, facts. They have turned him into a superhero, and it's not even realistic. I respect Canelo Alvarez. I like what Canelo Alvarez is doing. He's definitely a great fighter. But can he knock out and hurt Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua? Absolutely not. Maybe he's done that to Frank Sanchez because Frank Sanchez, for one, is not the biggest heavyweight in the world. And for 2, styles make fights. So Frank Sanchez and Sparring, just trading with trading with Canelo Alvarez, Frank Sanchez and Sparring, giving Canelo Alvarez Stream Z, what's going on? Giving Canelo Alvarez the opportunities to be hit. Well, that's a completely different story. Anthony Joshua has shown to have a weak chin when he fought against heavyweights. Okay, Dillian White is 6'4", Dillian White has a 78-inch arm reach. He's a 240-pound man. Hold on one second, Joe. Steve Taylor, what's going on? Sir. Anthony Lumar, what's going on? Stephen Taylor, what's going on? So, um, they just, Frank Sanchez, Christopher Woodard, what's going on? What they really meant is he can beat anybody on that mystery meet. Yeah, but Jessica Bird, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing this morning? So, him being able to hurt Frank Sanchez, who's not the biggest heavyweight in the world, and is going to stand in the pocket and trade with him, is completely different than him being able to compete with no headgear on 10-ounce gloves with a guy that's 6'9" and almost 300 pounds, and another guy who's 6'6" and 250 pounds. It's two different things. They're over exaggerating him. Alex Corona, CKK, what's going on? And this is why a lot of people struggle with giving Canelo Alvarez respect. This is why. Okay? Because it just gets over his myth, his mystery. It gets overblown. Now Frank Sanchez is 6'4", got a 78-inch arm reach, but he's not a big puncher. He's a mover, completely different. And him standing in the pocket with Canelo and sparring. JB, what's going on? Will do, JB. Him standing in the pocket and sparring with Canelo Alvarez is completely different than Canelo Alvarez against Tyson Fury in a real fight, or Anthony Joshua in a real fight. And again, Anthony Joshua has been hurt by guys that are 240-pound heavyweights like Dillian White. He was hurt, dropped by Andy Ruiz, who's not the biggest guy. But now, because Andy Ruiz and Frank Sanchez are sparring with Tyson, with Canelo Alvarez, Renaissance Dad, Nato the Great, what's going on? Because they are sparring with Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez is having success against them in sparring. Now that means my brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell in the building. FSU, what's going on? The Droof is in there, salute to the Droof. So now because in sparring, they was able to compete. Now Canelo Alvarez, Cowboy 89, what's going on? Cowboy 89, what's going on? Now Canelo Alvarez can beat Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. No, he cannot. Absolutely cannot. Absolutely cannot. And Frank Sanchez is now, Frank Sanchez is laying it on thick now because Broken Tradition, my brother Ron in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Ron, Broken Tradition. What's going on with you, Ron? James Aromo, what's going on? So now because Canelo, Christopher Johnson, what's going on? Remember, Canelo Alvarez, when Frank Sanchez just fought.
Airlines would like to announce the opening of the guest service center located here at Gate 30.
Remember, Dane Watson, what's going on?
Please proceed to Gate
Remember
30.
Canelo Alvarez when he was at Frank Sanchez's last fight. So it's at 7. What's going on?
If you would like to upgrade, please feel free.
Yes, they did say that. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Soto 7, Sortex 7 talking about Canelo team never said that. Yes, they did say it. You don't know what you're talking about, then you should not be talking. So Canelo Alvarez did say it. Canelo Alvarez didn't say it. Scott Gonzalez was going on Third Ward. Hawks was going on. Frank Sanchez said it, and he's trained by Eddie Reynoso, who backed it up by saying yes, he believes he can as well. He believes Canelo has the power to go up to heavyweight and win the title. So if you don't know what you're talking about, you should go do your research. Scott Gonzalez, what's going on? Anthony Jones, what's going on?
You're traveling on Flight 51
That's what's wrong with y'all today, man.
If you do have a connection flight and you have not received any updated
swear y'all know
information
something,
regarding
man.
your connection flight, as soon as your flight takes off here
Silly,
in Honolulu,
Oh, they didn't say that. So who is Eddie Reynoso? Ain't that Team Canelo?
Connection flight. This information will be given to you on
And Frank
arrival
Sanchez,
in
isn't that part of
Honolulu.
his
We do
team?
not have that
What are you talking
information
about?
here, as we do not have the
Last
exact
time I
time
checked,
this
Eddie
flight takes
Reynoso
off
is his
into the
trainer,
air.
and Eddie
Once
Reynoso,
again, we do not
Canelo
have any
stated that
connection
he
information.
would, wherever Eddie Reynoso
Connection
wanted him
flight
to go, he
information
would go
at this time.
and
Once
fight.
this flight from JFK is in the air, they will get
So you don't know what you're talking
automatically
about.
rebooked onto the next available flight and your
Silly,
connection
man.
destination.
So anyway, that's what he stated. And because he has Andy Ruiz in camp. Keep in mind, Andy Ruiz is a former world champion. Frank Sanchez is a heavyweight. They're both very good heavyweights. And so now Canelo holds his own with them. And now all of a sudden, Canelo Alvarez can hurt Tyson Fury, and he can hurt Anthony Joshua and beat them. He has the power to do so. But Frank Sanchez is not realizing, neither is Eddie Reynoso, when they state that Canelo Alvarez did knock out Triple G. He didn't even knock down Triple G. He didn't knock out Danny Jacobs when he stepped up and level of opposition. And so you're telling me that Canelo Alvarez has more power than Deontay Wilder? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Cuatro Loso, Moped Moses, what's going on? Salute. So that's utterly ridiculous. Of course they ain't gonna mention Deontay Wilder. That ain't gonna happen. That's good though. What's going on? Yeah. So I just want to talk about that real quick. Timothy Paul, accurate aim. What's going on? Ask Felix, does Wilder have more power than him? Yeah. Benjamin Rapal, what's going on? Brothers UK, my brother, what's going on? So yeah, I want to just mention that. So now all of a sudden Canelo has more power than Deontay Wilder. Not true. And he can't hurt Anthony Joshua, and he can't hurt Tyson Fury. No, he can't. But I'll be right back with y'all. And Walt Willis, what's going on?